Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning, March 23rd. March 23rd, we're headed to the end of the month. I believe we got 7 days left to trade. We got to make a comeback. Things are looking good today, but we're going to talk about all the negative signs out there. Are you taking some action? I hope so. A lot going on in the economy that we're going to talk about. You should be preparing. Are you prepared? Are you prepared? Are you ready? Are you ready for what's coming? No one knows what the hell is coming. Let me bring this music down and we'll talk about it. Yeah, lot going on. Lot that people don't realize happening in our economy. Stock market is, and the Dow and the NASDAQ are both down 8.5% for the year. And until just like a couple hours ago, the stock market wasn't looking so rosy for today. But with the news that came out couple hours ago, the futures are looking awful bright today. Oh God, Dow futures up 1,000, NASDAQ up 550. That's going to be a good day. That's going to be a good day. But there's lots of ills out there to be corrected. As I said, they're NASDAQ and the Dow are down 8.5. 10% is correction territory. So we're just a stone's throw from correction territory. Interest rates are starting to rear its head and go up again. 30-year mortgages. And also, the Wall Street's starting to worry that the Fed's going to start raising the interest rate, the Fed rate, instead of bringing it down sometime this year. They're totally thinking that it's possible the Fed could start raising rates again. Inflation's starting to rear its head just a little bit here, right? With what's going on overseas. I went out Saturday to get the car washed, and gas around. There was one gas station, $4.29. $4.29. Most of the other ones are like $4, anywhere from $4 to $4.29 around here now in the suburbs. More in the city, probably like $4.50 in downtown Chicago, if maybe even more. But gas is going through the roof here. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's talk about private credit. It's been going on for like a couple of months now. There's this whole thing called private credit where banks have since 2008, 2009, when they had a problem, right, in the banks. Maybe you weren't young enough to appreciate what happened to the banks in 2008, 2009. They decided private credit started to become a popular thing where banks loan money to big companies that then in turn act like a bank. Okay, these private credit funds are kind of acting like a bank, but they're not. They're a non-depository bank basically, and many of these private credit companies are starting to fess up that they got some problems. They've done some bad things. They weren't judicious in their underwriting, right? Making sure that people or companies that they were loaning tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars to were worthy of it. You've seen some of this, the First Brand debacle and Tricolor car loan company were all part of that private credit fiasco. Um, part of the problem is these companies are pseudo banks, right? We've talked about this before a couple of times. Banks like to be opaque, okay? They hate to write off anything. And just like banks, these private credit firms are not going to write anything off until they have to, and will go to extraordinary steps to ensure that they don't write something off, which could take years. It could take years before they actually realize or fess up that a company is broke and they're never going to get any money out of it. And when you've loaned that company hundreds of millions of dollars, that hurts. That hurts. And some of that stuff is starting to take place right now. A lot of these private credit companies have started to close their doors on refunds or money exiting the fund. A lot of these funds, private credit firms the funds they set up have stipulations you can only take out so much money on a yearly basis. A lot of wealthy people are into this private credit stuff. They may or may not have known what it was all about and how risky it was. But a lot of millionaires, billionaires, multimillionaires are into that stuff because their stockbroker presented it to them and probably got kickbacks big time. And so having people become part of it. And now those people are kind of in a lurch because they need money and they can't get it out. And they know that this investment that they're in is probably not going to turn out rosy, but yet they're stuck in it for, a couple more years, if not more. And things aren't so ducky for them. So, but this does impact, you're thinking, hey, this doesn't impact me. I didn't put any money in there. Well, it does impact you. Here's the rub. A lot of regional banks are the ones giving these private credit companies the money, the loans. Do you have any money in a regional bank? Do you have any money in a regional bank? Yeah, your regional bank may start writing off some loans that they've made. And they may even go under. If things get bad enough for some of these banks, they may have to write off their loans that they made. Let me get a website up here for you. I always mentioned this in the past, but let me do it again. It's a great website for keeping track of your bank and how healthy they are. Let me find the bank. Let me find this website for you. It's a great place to check out every couple of times a year. Where did it go? Where did it go? It's here somewhere. Weiss Ratings, WEISS ratings.com. Allows you to check out all sorts of stuff, but I like to use it for credit unions and banks. They rate your banks for you on a scale of A to F and tell you why they're rated that way, and give you an idea why they're graded well or poorly, one of the two. So there's a lot of bad banks out there. Like here, there's 4,200 banks, probably the same amount of credit unions. Right there, there's the A's, very few A's, a lot of B's and C's. The D's and E's, there you go. Those are the numbers there. So like about 500 banks not doing so well. That's over 10% or over, let's see, 10, is that 10%? Yeah, 10% of the banks not doing so well. Over 10%. 500 out of 4250 about. That's there used to be like 6,000 banks. But if you've been paying attention in your area, which is not another bad sign, is a lot of these banks have been consolidated. A lot of banks and credit unions have been merged with other larger banks, creating much bigger banks and giving you less of a choice. That's been happening the last 2 to 3 years. I've been watching it. There used to be 6,000 banks. Now there's only 4,200. What does that tell you? Yeah, a lot of merging going on. And there's still crappy banks out there. And if you have your money in a crappy bank and it goes under, you better make sure you have less than $250,000 in there, because good old Uncle Sam may not even give you your money back. So there's a word to the wise how you could be impacted by the private credit markets going kaplooey. So yeah, lots of bad signs. Take some action. I'm going to the grocery store today. I'm stocking up on some food staples. I'm putting gas in my gas tanks, making sure I got an emergency fund and some available cash in the house. All right. Should I need it? There's a lot of things going on saying about acts of defiance happening over here on our soil. Could happen. Tourism areas. Be careful. Keep your head on a swivel. Say your daily prayers. I mean, there's a lot you can do. And there's reason why you should be doing it. That's what I'm telling you. So I see this video's running long. Comment down below how you feel about everything. There's a lot of red flags, a lot of yellow flags, a lot of flags going on right now. And I just don't want to scare anybody, but you need to be taking some action. Get your financial stuff in order. Because rates are going to be rising, and if you got a lot of money on a credit card that's been sitting there, you're going to be paying more and more and more, and it's going to be like putting your gonads in a vice, right? Yeah, that don't feel good. All right, so that's all I got. Like, share, subscribe to DJ Stocks here in Land Cruiser Midwest. We are bringing you guys some intriguing financial content. Over and out.